Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief. Welcome to my Wednesday message, week 32, 4:30 a.m. on a Wednesday. So it's officially a Wednesday message. It's been crazy this week. I've been on calls non-stop until right now to get a chance to record my Wednesday message. Been spending a lot of time talking to the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. And both of us are super excited about VCon, 7 to 11 October, guys. Tickets are sold out officially by the V. But I guess if you talk to your leaders, you might get some tickets, I heard. Alright, guys. And this week, after talking to so many networkers, alright, and on WhatsApp, talking to the amazing corporate warriors of the V, corporate warriors of QNet, Q Lifestyle, I wanted to keep my message very simple. And I don't know who watches my Wednesday message anyway, okay? Alright, so some of you have been around for a long time. I love you. Thank you for your loyalty to Japa, Dato Sri Vijay. Thank you for watching the Wednesday message, following me on Instagram, alright, and my YouTube channel, all Pathman Senathirajah, okay? And those of y'all who are brand new, who were directed by your upline to watch this Wednesday message every Wednesday by this gorgeous Malaysian, who is your upline, alright, who is your chief, representing the great ones, our founders. This week, for some reason, I felt like summarizing this industry, this company QNet, alright, so that you could understand why I keep saying that you made the best decision of your life. And I'm not saying it because I'm a networker. I'm not saying it because QNet is in my blood, alright? And I love this industry. I love this business. It's very logical. Okay, so listen very carefully. Whoever you are, whether you just signed up, whether you've been around for a few weeks or a few months, whether you are not sure whether you want to sign up and somebody gave you this video just to open up your mind and maybe your heart, okay? Things are very simple in life, all right? We're all born and we're all going to die. This is guaranteed. I've said this millions of times. And what's in between is life. Now, as a little kid, if you remember and go back a little bit in your memory, we were brave, unbelievable. We were dreamers. We could conquer the world. You had no fear. You had no ego that much, all right? You had no insecurity about the people around you. You actually achieved the highest form of happiness in the youngest time of your existence, all right? And somewhere along the line, you woke up and you started to have these dreams, these desires. You wanted things. You wanted to become somebody. Some of you were crazy enough to think you could conquer the world. And you wanted to buy stuff. You wanted to provide for your family, for your parents who looked after you for 18, 21 years, provided you education, provided you a roof over your head, gave you wisdom through their experience and learning, and you wanted to give back, all right? Some of you got married young and suddenly you got hit by the reality of supporting your family and realizing that things are not cheap. But ultimately, there was a point somewhere on your journey where you had enough guts, all right? Some experience ignited this desire to dream. And we all have this. I started dreaming as a teenager, all right, about wanting things. I remember seeing the first Mercedes in my hometown, Teluk Intan, small town in Malaysia, but beautiful place to grow up, all right? And I said, oh my God, what is that? All right, because we only saw Nissan and Honda and Toyota and the local car called Proton. Seeing a Mercedes was very rare, getting close to it. And I said, there's something out there. All right, then I watched this series called The Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous by Robin Leach. Please YouTube this, the guy with the British accent. And I realized there was a whole world and it built up this desire in me. But then, all of us, at some point of our journey of life, we have dreams. We all do. And you're watching this, you know what you always wanted. You know your dream car. You know your dream address. You know your dream house. You know what you want to give your parents. All right? But then you get hit by this thing called reality, where suddenly you realize that the years of education that you have sacrificed and paid the price is paying you peanuts in your first job, and you have to crawl and kiss ass and play politics and pray that you actually can rise in the corporate ladder to earn some level of income. But then the government takes some, everyone else takes some, and you're left with peanuts, and the reality of life hits you, and suddenly you're 30 years old, next minute you're 40, then you're 50, and you realize that those dreams will never come true based on the reality of your situation. And that's how the world operates today. That the world, the reality of life, kills everyone's dreams. I don't care who you are, you have been through this cycle, like me. All right, I had big dreams. I got a job. I earned less than $200 in my first job. That's a joke, guys. It's going to take me 10 years, 20 years to even earn 5,000 US, maybe 10,000 US. All right? And I got hit by that reality, and I lost hope. I lost hope. And of course, there are many options out there. As you already know, there is traditional business, which is absolute bullsugar, because traditional business is completely controlled by the big boys. All right, all this bullsugar you see on Instagram, this guy has a bakery, this guy has a cupcake shop, this guy makes t-shirts, they will never freaking be financially free, because the whole economic environment will swallow them up, buy over, all right, undercut their pricing and destroy them if necessary, because monopolization is the way the world operates. That's why there's only one Microsoft, only one Apple, one Samsung, all right, which are big. The rest are all surviving barely. And then suddenly I realized that the ultimate truth is that life sucks. All right, I realized at that point that life is not meant to be this way. What happened to the stories you watch in the movies? What happened to the stories you hear from people who became, zero to hero, rags to riches? And I almost reached a point where I lost hope, like many of you. And then by some master plan, thanks to my mother being friends with Dato Sri Vijay's parents, my mom and dad being very close friends with them, my life journey crossed paths with Dato Sri Vijay. And I was introduced to this industry called network marketing. Now, the first thing you have to realize, the beauty of this industry, the beauty of QNet, at least that feeling of dreaming again comes back. 8 basic building blocks, block number 1, VCon, day 2, morning, session number 1 by Chief. All right? It's just to tell you that it's possible again. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you anything. All right? Because there's no guarantees in life except birth and death. Okay? Everything in between requires a lot of things that I'm going to try to share in the next, 7 minutes. But you dream again. And the first rule, if you're a new kid on the block, if you've been around for some time and maybe you lost your dream or lost the focus on your dream, the only thing you have to do to start this journey with us, with QNet, towards financial freedom is just dream again. I know the world, the reality of the world, killed it, beat it out of you, sucked it out of you. All right? If you're ever going to succeed in network marketing, if you're ever going to be a max out king and queen, as Dato Sri Vijay told me 24 years ago, Pathman, the non-negotiable rule for you to succeed in this business, that you must get back that ability to dream again. And I'm talking that teenager dream. I'm talking dreaming the impossible. I'm talking dreaming big, huge, unbelievable dreams. You must bring that ability, because if you don't have an unbelievable dream, if you don't have a huge dream, if you don't have a big dream, you're going to quit this business. Like everything else in life. Alright, that's the first point. Now the second point I realized, okay, and I want to summarize this to all of you. If you're starting your journey, let me tell you, there is a price to pay. Your life can no longer be normal. And it's naive and immature and moronic of you to think that you can be a US dollar millionaire in 3 to 5 years or 10 years and still sustain and maintain a normal life. That's stupidity. Alright? Because every success story you hear, every person you admire who's today a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, the people you follow on Insta, TikTok, they all paid a big price. There is no way to achieve greatness financially and otherwise without paying a price. So if you just signed up and you just saw the plan and you said, yes, let me be your coach B for this next 1 minute, you have to pay a price. It's going to be damn hard work, but the ultimate result is going to be beautiful. Trust me, financial freedom is the best place to be ever. The greatest feeling where you wake up in the morning and 95% of your worries are gone, because the average human spends 95% of their lifetime worrying only about one thing, money. Now, I'm not saying money is everything, but money makes everything else get better. That's the reality. Alright, but there is a price to pay. So if you are not willing to pay the price, don't question, alright, the successibility of this business. Don't question whether this business works. This business freaking works. We have proven it for 24 years. Only if you're willing to pay the price. If you're not willing to pay the price, it's never going to work. Nothing is going to work for you. Alright, you got to be willing to pay the price. You got to put in the hours. You got to do old school hard work, like Dato Sri Vijay and Japa told me. The first question they asked me, Pathman, do you like hard work? I said no. Alright, and they said you got to change that. If you don't change that, you got to love the hard work, because it's a necessity in any journey towards success. And a lot of networkers I meet who are frustrated, who complain things are not going their way, chief, I'm doing this and that, but they're really not working hard. Because everyone I know who's a max out king and queen today, right, it's not because they're smart, not because they're master networkers. There's no such thing. Ultimately, they just paid the price. They just worked harder than they ever worked before for a consistent period of time, and boom, they saw the results. That's it. In a simplistic manner. Pay the price. Alright? And if you think you don't need to pay the price, you are in the wrong business, and you're going to be very, very painfully disappointed. Pay the price, no matter what it is. Alright? Because it's better than go to work, come back home, 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 go to work, come back home for 40 years of your life, and you end up broke anyway. I rather pay the price, work as hard as I can ever work for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Alright? And achieve financial freedom. Even if it's 10 years to achieve financial freedom, I'm still willing to do it, instead of go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home for 40 years. And have jack nothing to show for it, guys. Alright? And finally, I don't know who showed you the plan. I don't know what you understand about this business. But this journey is going to have challenges. Wake up. Smell the coffee. Alright? You see, if you want to climb a small hill, you can put on your flip-flops and there's going to be zero risk. Alright? You just climb and you get down the other side. But if you're going to climb Mount Everest, you better be equipped. You better be ready for frostbite. Better be ready for a storm. You better be ready for the possibility of a rock falling and breaking your legs. You better be ultimately ready to die. Alright? And this journey to financial freedom with us, with Japa, with Dato Sri Vijay as our founders, alright, there are going to be challenges. Once again, you're either absolutely naive or a complete moron if you believe that from zero to US dollar millionaire in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You don't think there's going to be challenges? Ask anyone who has made it. There is always going to be challenges. And the only secret to this is to anticipate it, but not succumb to it. And the moment you face a challenge, you just have to rise above it. Alright? Because if you're below it, it's going to is going to drown you. You got to rise above your challenges. That means you have to rise higher. You got to be a warrior. And you got to ask yourself whether is this challenge, like Dato Sri Vijay Asati, all right, is this challenge bigger than your dream? If it is, you're going to quit. That's why I always say dream big. But if your dream is big enough, no challenge matter, no facts matter, no opinions of others matter, no newspaper, no Google matters. All right? Because people will talk. Newspapers will write. But wake up, smell the freaking coffee. We are 24 years old with millions of downlines around the world. All right? With 40, 50 offices, with our own tower and university in Malaysia. All right? We have a 11-year relationship in Manchester City Football Club, the greatest football club in the world. Are you La La Land people? That the opinion of a neighbor, an uninformed journalist, and a corrupt government official? If those things are bigger than your dream, you're not going to max out. You just got to make sure that your dream is always bigger than your challenges, bigger than your problems. And sometimes these challenges can be tough, but you just got to be tougher than them. And with the support of the V, with our 24-year track record of creating US dollar millionaires, you have nothing to fear. Now, you just got to get off that sofa. You got to stop being unsure of sitting on the fence, like I said on my Instagram live. You got to be a dreamer again, be willing to pay the price, face the challenge, be a warrior. All right, and ask yourself, how badly do you want financial freedom? Or you're okay being broke for the rest of your life? It's still a choice. I'm not forcing you to want financial freedom. I'm just telling you, it's a beautiful place to be. So wake up, guys. Grow up. Stop being naive. Stop hiding behind excuses. We have proven ourselves. All right? Dato Sri Vijay have shown you what our organization, our company, QNet, the V, what we are about. We are changing the landscape of this industry. We are the most renowned network marketing company, the most controversial sometimes, but we have proven our track record with results. Now you got to ask yourself how hungry you are, how angry you are, how resilient you're going to be. And all I can tell you is, as long as you stay on track on this journey, we'll hold your hand every step of the way. But the decision is yours. So learn to respect your decision. And the world will respect you. And one day I pray I welcome you on stage with Japa and Dato Sri Vijay to the world of financial freedom. Love you guys.